go back 10 years, I mean, Israel was protected by Congress, and now Congress is just doing numbers that are unbelievable with, I think, a very, very small group of people within Congress, and it's got to stop.
When Trump appears on Fox News to be interviewed by Sean Hannity, it's supposed to be very friendly. It's supposed to be a softball interview in which Trump at least comes off as mildly or remotely coherent. It did not work that way yesterday. This was Trump's interview with his friend Sean Hannity, to the extent that Trump has friends. I'm going to play a clip for you here. As Dr. John Gartner warned us, as Dr. Harry Siegel warned us, Trump's getting worse, and he's getting worse quickly. I'm hearing in this clip that Trump is using words, but are these even sentences? Is Trump okay?
Would be thinking this could happen. You look at the anti-Semitism, the hatred of Israel by so many people. You go back 10 years, I mean, Israel was protected by Congress, and now Congress is just doing numbers that are unbelievable with, I think, a very, very small group of people within Congress, and it's got to stop.
Congress is doing numbers that are unbelievable with a small number of people in Congress. What the hell is Trump talking about? Usually I know what he means, even if the syntax of his speeches makes no sense. I don't know what on earth he's talking about there. Trump then saying, we must let Israel complete its war on terror. What?
Why aren't political figures understanding that there is good and evil here, and radical Islamic terrorism is the evil part of this?
Well, I'm watching Jewish politicians abandon Israel, and I've seen it, and you've seen it. Where is Schumer? Why isn't Schumer speaking up? He was always out there in front because he's looking at votes, I guess, and I guess he's looking at maybe more votes than represent Israel, but that has nothing to do with it. You have to stop this war on terror. It's Israel's war on terror. October 7th was beyond violent. It was things done to people that nobody's ever seen before, to babies. And a lot of people that are out there protesting, they deny October 7th ever happened. October 7th did happen, and it was horrible and violent and disgraceful, and it's got to be stopped. You can't have a thing like that. And when you have people out there protesting and they're denying that October 7th ever took place, they're either brainwashed, and in a certain way I really believe they are brainwashed, because you look at some of the comments, they say none of this stuff happened, and, you know, we want Israel back. The fact is you have to get Israel back where it belongs, because what's happening in Israel right now is...
This is crazy, by the way. If you're not understanding this, this is just a deranged rant.
Really not sustainable either. We have to let Israel complete their war on terror. It's a horrible thing, but they have...
Listen, Trump is the last person we should be going to for any opinion about this. If you're concerned about Biden's handling of the situation in Israel and Gaza, which, by the way, it's not Biden's to handle, but if you're concerned about that, Trump would just say, destroy the entire thing, kill everyone, period. And then he'll go and congratulate Netanyahu. And by the way, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s view is not particularly different than Trump's. So the best option here, the best option by far, if we're concerned about circumstances for Palestinians, is Joe Biden by a long shot. Now, Trump pathetically cries crocodile tears and concern trolls about a landmark, I guess, in a Columbia University that's been damaged. Where was this attitude on January 6th, I would ask you?
Because it would have been a lot easier if they were in tents rather than a building. And tremendous damage done, too. You know, when you look at that building, that's a landmark, and it's really been damaged badly by these people.
Yeah. Where exactly was that outrage about damage to buildings on January 6th as thousands of Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol? Certainly a landmark, certainly an important building in American history. And Trump said nothing like this whatsoever. And then lastly, Trump again reminding us it was he who moved the embassy to Jerusalem, wanting an attaboy.
The one thing is I feel bad for Israel, because at a time where you think that America, they're our number one ally, they were with us after 9/11/01. We lost 2,977 Americans that day. They lost the equivalent of 40,000 Americans in a single day. And you would think that you put politics aside and you support their victory in the war on terror. And that would mean Prime Minister Netanyahu's victory in the war on terror. And you're saying you support that and hope that they do it quickly.
Well, I'm the one that designated, in a sense, by moving the embassy back to Jerusalem. Jerusalem becomes the capital. That was, a lot of presidents said they were going to do that. They didn't do it.
Yeah. And of course, moving the embassy to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv did nothing for anyone of substance. It only inflamed tensions. It was a deliberately provocative move. It made no sense. And Trump continues to say, me, I did this and I did that. It was supposed to be a softball interview. It was supposed to make Trump look good. Very much the opposite, as Trump continues to struggle to take words and put them into an order that is coherent in any sense of the imagination. So let's take a very quick break. We have a lot of very interesting stuff coming up on the program, and we'll get to it in a moment. Breaking a deeply ingrained habit is one of the toughest things to do. Our sponsor, Fume, can make it easier. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, remove the bad from the habit. And that's, quite frankly, what Fume helps you do. Fume is an innovative, award-winning device that delivers flavored air. That's it. There's no vapor. There's no nicotine, no electronics. It's just delicious flavored air delivered by the cylindrical Fume device that fits in the palm of your hand. It comes in tasty, refillable flavors like raspberry lemon, orange vanilla, grapefruit crisp mint. The Fume device goes in your pocket. You can carry it around. It has movable parts and magnets, so if you're fidgeting or want to, it's great for that, and it's just a useful thing to break bad habits, and it provides that perfectly satisfying hand-to-mouth mechanic that many people love. Don't judge Fume until you've tried it. They have helped countless people make positive changes, and you could be next. Head over to tryfume.com and use code PACMAN to save 10% when you get the Journey Pack, which comes with the device and several flavors to try. The link is down below.